According to the latest report, a large number of software developers will be unemployed by 2030. In the AI era, software development of Porter style is facing elimination. On the other hand, the gradual prosperity of automation tools makes developers escape boring and repetitive work and dig their own grave. A generation will grow old and some will be young. It's 10 years away, and it may not be necessary to write another line of code. Software developers may be eliminated in large numbers. In 1930, The Economist Keynes predicted that by the end of the century, we would only need to work 15 hours a week to ensure a good life. But now the great economist is clearly wrong. Anthropologist David Graeber once said that most of the work of human beings is bullshit. While that's a bit of an exaggeration, the fact is that as more and more processes are automated, most of the work is somewhat out of date. The Employment Research Report predicts that by 2030, nearly 50% of jobs in the United States will be automated. The latest report reveals that by 2030, software developers will face the same situation. If more and more machines can write their own code, what else do we need humans to do? What will be the future of the code workers? The computer's eyes are fine, but they still lack empathy. Software developers are the constructors of logic in essence. No matter algorithm, program or project, they are the concrete embodiment of logic. The rise of artificial intelligence has brought about the change of work paradigm, and the role of developers in design logic is becoming weaker and weaker. Instead, they began to explore these logic-based training models. Many developers have moved from building logic to building minds. In other words, more and more basic software development work will be replaced. The ultimate goal of software development is to improve work efficiency and automate some repetitive work that needs human intervention. What degree can the ultimate automation achieve? 3 levels of automation, from assisted software development to system integration. Machine automation can be roughly divided into 3 levels. First, software development can be automated. Once machines can understand what you want to achieve, they can help you complete the development process. If you've ever used an integrated development environment, IDE, you'll know how amazing assisted software development is. As soon as you get used to the semantic functions such as searching, the more comfortable you will feel. The second level is the automation of closed systems. For example, a social media app. It's made up of many different pages that are linked to each other, but compared with other services, it is a closed system. Although the technology to build such an application is getting easier, we have a lot of scaffolding available, but it's not really automatic. Now, if you want to create dynamic pages, apply security rules, or integrate databases, you still need to write your own code. The third level is integration system. For example, the bank's API is such a system, which is built to communicate with other services. At present, however, it is almost impossible to automate ATM integration, communication, deep security and complex troubleshooting. Computer vision is mature, but computers still don't have empathy. When asked if they will be replaced by robots in the future, most software developers and others who may be replaced by AI usually don't think so. The reason is clear. Computers are not good at things like creativity, empathy, collaboration, or critical thinking. But often, these things are not the key to getting a job done. Even the most complex projects are made up of many widgets that can be automated. Richard Sutton, a scientist at DeepMind, once said, researchers are trying to take advantage of their human knowledge in this field, but in the long run, the only thing that matters is computing. Developers have been digging their own grave. Now, we're looking for new manifolds. Computers can also do 2 things more efficiently than humans. First, we should work on scale. Second, create new manifolds. There is no need to say that the scale is large. For example, if you let the computer print 200 times, I'm stupid, it will do it without complaint and quickly in less than a second. If someone does it, it will take a long time. In mathematics, manifold refers to the subspace sharing certain properties. For example, if you take a piece of paper, it's a 2-dimensional manifold in 3-dimensional space. If you roll this piece of paper into a ball or fold it into a plane, it is still a manifold in 3 dimensions. It turns out that computers are very good at dealing with unimaginable manifolds. For example, because they can be extended to 20-dimensional space or have many complex problems of nodes and edges. Many daily problems, such as human language or computer code, can be represented by mathematical manifolds. Deploying a higher dimensional product will have universal value, in fact, developers have been developing alternative tools and software. First, code review and debugging may soon be a thing of the past. The Swiss company DeepCode is developing a tool to automatically identify errors. Google DeepMind has been able to recommend better solutions for existing code. Facebook's Aroma can automatically complete the development of applets. Aroma is a code intelligence search and recommendation tool launched by Facebook last year. With Aroma, engineers can now easily find common coding patterns without having to manually browse dozens of code segments, which will significantly save the time and energy spent in daily development work. In addition, Mesum, a similar code recommendation system, has claimed to be able to understand computer code just as Alexa or Siri understands human languages. What's exciting is that the Mesum system can handle some time-consuming operation and maintenance work, such as the automation of pushing code to the cloud. These automation programs work well on small projects, but they're also a bit of a catch on more complex projects. For example, if the software still returns false positive information to a project, it will not work. It's not clear how far automation systems like Mesum can evolve. However, there will be more and more such systems. It is said that Mesum thinks that it can rewrite the code of the ancient programming language COBOL in the future. Many bank and government software are written in COBOL, so the cost of manual migration is too high. However, if there is a day when Mesum can automatically refactor application-level code, what should the replaced developers choose? If it is eliminated, would you like to open a milk tea shop? As early as 2013, experts from Oxford University in the UK carried out relevant research and established a method to evaluate the impact of artificial intelligence and other technologies on personnel in different industries. They studied the risk of automatic replacement of 702 occupations in the United States and gave the probability of possible replacement, telemarketers, insurance appraisers and vehicle loss assessment personnel, referees, real estate agents, secretaries and administrative assistants have the highest probability of being replaced by automation, more than 96%. However, occupations with high requirements for creativity, sociality, perception and manipulation skills, such as chief executive officer, computer system analyst, psychologist, physician and social workers related to mental health, are the least likely to be replaced by automation. In the final analysis, the lower the creativity, the more likely it will be replaced by AI. For programmers and developers, the same is true for programmers. Porter programmers are more replaceable than others. There are 3 types of programmers that are easy to replace. First, programmers who have been using old languages and are reluctant to learn new technologies. Technical language is constantly updated. From the original low-level language, assembly language, has developed to today's high-level language. If you still only know the previous skills, then you will become the first wave of AI replacement. Second, people who are used to copying and pasting code. I'm used to copy and paste the code I need, and then combine with my own project to modify the code to meet the requirements of my project. Although this method is efficient, it will only copy and paste after a long time, so you are likely to become the second wave of AI replacement. Third, code arrangers who integrate and maintain programs written by other programmers are also easy to replace. The gradual prosperity of automation tools can also allow developers to escape these boring and meaningless work that can be replaced by automation software, and can carry out some more creative work, and may even participate in project decision-making and become project managers. Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, Mo Huateng and other internet giants at home and abroad are all programmers. In some projects, If programmers with professional knowledge and development experience can enter the project decision-making team, they will be much better than those without development experience. Of course, such successful programmers are in the minority. For the majority of ordinary practitioners, the pressure in the next 10 years is still pressing. Some practitioners said that if there is a day of unemployment, people under 30 will continue to look for jobs. If you don't, change your career. In addition, Code migrant workers summarized the vivid cases of people around them and follows 1 official account for transformation, 2 investment in milk tea shop, 3 selling top-up oil cards on expressways.